Don't forget with Hillary, you got a 6-year statute of limitations, folks. Because honestly, we're being 100% straight. Look, what's happening with Hillary Clinton is a disgrace. She's broken the laws of our land. She's made us totally vulnerable from a national security standpoint. She was Secretary of State. What she did with her server is illegal. It's wrong, both on a common sense basis and on a legal basis. It's wrong. It's wrong. And it looks to me like nothing's going to happen to her because it's a rigged system, folks. It's a rigged system. So we're going to find out. We're going to find out. But it looks to me like nothing's going to happen. Why would they let it go so long? You know, why would they let it go so long? And then Obama endorses a person, and Josh Earnest yesterday said essentially that this is a criminal investigation. Now, I think when he said that, they probably went nuts in the White House. And a lot of people said he wasn't supposed to say that, but he probably said the truth. But when you get right down to it, how do you endorse somebody that's under criminal investigation? And we'll have to see what happens, folks. But people that have done 5% of what she's done, whether it's General Petraeus or many others, they've done nothing compared to what she's done. They have been forced to pay a price that you wouldn't believe. It's destroyed their lives. And Hillary's out there campaigning and saying 100% certain that nothing happens. Did you see that the other day? 100%. Who's 100% certain about anything? She's 100% certain. How can she be 100% what she did? You know, when you watch all of the pundits, when you watch, they bring in the lawyers, and I read it, and I see it, and I study it, and I have great lawyers, and every one of them says to me, guilty. You very rarely see a lawyer that says not guilty, all right? So let's say even if it was 90%, but I don't even know if I see anybody that says not. She's guilty. So how is she allowed to run for president? Now, with that being said, I really want to run against her. I have to be honest. That's the one we want to run against. So we're going to build the wall. We're going to make great trade deals with Mexico. And what happened is these guys would come off the stage. And at the beginning, like early on the debates, they'd come on, you're not really serious about the wall. You can't really build a wall. And I'd say, listen, let me tell you, I'm not going to mention names, but a lot of people would say it. A lot of politicians would say it because they don't know anything about building. How many people know how to build here? I love builders. You know, I'm building the old post office in Washington, D.C., one of the most sought-after properties in the history of the General Services Administration, GSA. That's like the landlord of the country. And great people, by the way. I got it. One of the most sought after. Everybody wanted it. I got it. Because of a strong financial statement. They wanted to make sure it got finished. Very strong balance sheet, number one. And number two, they liked my vision. So here's the story. I'm much more than a year ahead of schedule. And in fact, I'll tell you a little story. I'm 2 years ahead of schedule. And I told my people, don't say that. Because it doesn't sound right. It sounds too much, right? Does that make sense? I say we're a year ahead of schedule. It's crazy. We're 2 years ahead of schedule. We don't have to have it open for 2 years. And we're going to be opening, like in September, we'll have a ribbon cutting. I want to delay it a little bit toward the election. Do you understand? I could actually do it in September early. I don't want to have, because sometimes you people only have a 2-week span. We remember for 2 weeks, it's no good. So I think I'll open in September, but I'll have the grand opening, like, how about around October 29th or something like that, right? But it's true. I'm close to 2 years ahead of schedule.